Welcome to In Search of Food, where cooking and eating out does not have to be expensive, where I ignore the Michelin stars and find value for a meal. Cheers! Today I'm going to make ultimate hot chocolate, the best hot chocolate you ever tasted. Welcome back to In Search of Food. Once again, I'm Anton Ng. Thanks for watching my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, without you, the viewer, there would be no channel. Greatly appreciated for watching. Now let's get into the kitchen and make ultimate hot chocolate. Now here is the ingredients for the ultimate hot chocolate. First we'll start off with milk. We have some milk. And then what we will need is a whole bunch of chocolates. And then finally what we need is some good quality chocolate powder. So now what we need to do is turn the stove on medium low. Once we turn on the stove at medium low, I'm going to add about a cup of milk. It depends on how much hot chocolate you're going to make. We're going to add about a cup of milk. So just let the stove warm up a little on medium low, and I am going to add about a cup of milk. That should be enough for 1 cup of milk. And then I'm gonna unravel the chocolates. It doesn't matter what kind you have, white, dark. And then we're gonna just chuck a couple of chocolates in the milk while it melts. Once the chocolate starts to melt, we will add some chocolate powder and we'll stir it all together. And this is your ultimate hot chocolate. The more chocolate you have, the different types you have, the leftover Christmas chocolates, you can just dunk them in. So now, as you can see, it's gonna be slowly start to melt. So we'll let this melt. I'm gonna just give it a gentle stir and let this all melt. Then after this all starts to melt, we'll add a couple of teaspoons of the chocolate powder, and this is your ultimate hot chocolate. So we'll just let this melt and we'll come right back and show you once after it's melted. Now as you can see, the hot chocolate has melted into the milk. And then we'll begin to add maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons of chocolate powder. So let's add 2 teaspoons of the chocolate powder to the mix. And then now, since the chocolate has melted, we can turn off the heat. And then we'll just gently mix the chocolate powder into the milk until it totally dissolves. So this is my recipe of the ultimate hot chocolate. So let's let that mix together. Try to crush all the powder and then slowly just leave it in there, and the powder will just mix into the milk. So as you can see, there's a nice creamy texture to the hot chocolate from the actual chocolate. So we'll keep on stirring, and after you keep on stirring until all the powder disappears, you will have one of the most sweetest, creamiest hot chocolates you ever tasted. If the more sweet you want it, you just dunk more chocolates. This is something very good to make after the Christmas holidays when you have all this leftover chocolate. So as you can see, it's almost done. So what you would do is, after the heat is turned off and after this is all mixed thoroughly, what we will do is we will just cover the lid with the heat off and let that sit there, and then after it sits for a while, it's gonna get even more thick. The chocolate's gonna cool down a little bit, it's gonna get more thick, and then you will have your ultimate hot chocolate.